Hey everyone, welcome to another Neo-Geo CD Tuesdays. Today is the 15th episode of Neo-Geo CD Tuesdays. Would you believe it? Would you believe it? And we're going to play these guys today. Sengoku Densho and Sengoku Densho 2. And Rugrats, apparently. Sorry. Alright, so let's go ahead. Actually, let me pop this in so it'll load up before we get started. Oh shit, something's already in there. What's in there? Oh, Raiden. Anna! Where did I put you? Oh no. I see it. I see it, Super Raiden. I forgot we played this. We played that on PC Engine Fridays. Alright, can you see? Nope, you see the top of a chair. Let me move this camera. There we go. There's the Polymega. There's the Polymega. Polymega, there you are. There's some tape here. There we go. I got it. Jess is gonna go fetch tape, but we don't need it. Alright, we're gonna load this up. We're gonna see who's in here. Who's in here? We've got 23 people in here. Reluctant Hero is first, and he says last. Nick Tendo is here. Brandon Wallace is here. Filippo Soa says, hey, Tsurumaru, Daigan Catman. Michelle Mayhem, she says, not first nor last. Jeff Allison. Randrick. Ando Gamer. DJ Kento. If you're new here, subscribe. He says, I've watched many of your vids. Okay, so you're not new here. Well, very cool. Nice of you to chime into the chat. Welcome. Whoa, my chat just flipped out. There we go. Whoa, that was weird. Randrick says, Nixon Konbanwa. Oh, they're talking to each other. Okay. Super Boo. James Malloy. The Pope is here. He says, I have arrived to bless the chat. We are lucky that the Pope blesses the chat. Oh, Nick donated $15. Very cool. Thank you so much, Nick, for the very first donation. He christens us with the first donation of the stream. Now we are forever lucky. And we have the Pope's blessing as well. What can go wrong? We lose power.
I know.
We lose power. The Polymega takes a huge dump.
I take over and play Rugrats all the whole time.
Yep. Or Jesse plays Rugrats. He could play Rugrats. Alright. I got everything set up. Let's go ahead and get started. We're going to play Sengoku Densho, the first one. I've got the Neo-Geo X arcade stick for the Polymega because I like it. It works pretty good.
Bananarama's here.
Bananarama! Long time no see. Yeah, it has been. Where have you been?
James Malloy says it's Neo-Geo Tuesday.
It's Neo-Geo Tuesday. That is right. Where's your hat, Saru? Just kidding. We love your hair. Thank you.
Michelle's here.
I had already done it earlier, so I was like, I don't want to put a hat over it because then my hair gets all matted and weird. 400 years ago, a powerful warlord with plans to conquer the world, set forth on his evil mission by attacking the entire towns and villages, terrorizing them beyond anyone who could stood in his path. Destruction met with such brutal attacks. Then two samurai warriors joined forces to stop the wicked warlord. After many fierce battles, they finally defeated him. But just before he died, he uttered the words, "I shall return in 400 years." And that's a lot. That's a lot to read really quickly. I almost did. You guys can rewind. Look at the ass on that cowboy with his hot pink pants. That's cool. Yeah, I forget that the Polymega will play it in whatever region you have the system set to, unless you set it, because you can go in there and play it in Japanese if you want to get like blood and guts and gore. All right, let's see. A.
Michelle says, "Oh
attack.
snap! It's my favorite day of the week. What's good, Saru and Jesse and everyone?"
B. Who did?
Michelle.
Michelle Mayhem?
Yep.
Michelle?
Mm-hmm.
I thought your favorite day of the week is PC Engine Fridays.
He's my second favorite day.
Oh, okay. I stand corrected. Oh, shit. And I also stand getting my ass beat by these.
The Pope says Rugrats on Sengoku 2 disc. New Year's Ghost said, holy shit, that's a book? Bananarama says, Limbo, hey, did you know they're releasing Chrono Crisis on Neo-Geo CD?
Who?
Chrono Crisis?
What's that? Do I want it? Do I need it?
James Moy says, Saru and Jesse with some excellent Neo-Geo CD games.
Welcome! Oh wait, you're already here.
He was already here.
Don't mind me.
The folks says, I haven't really taken a dive into either. Sending me 1 or 2. I'll pull out of 3.
This old guy's like, I appreciate it. That was weird. Drink wild soda, it's wild. Oh shit, I got fireballs. Fireballs of fire. Lava. Whoa.
The folks says, Xenocrisis, not Xenocrisis.
Xenocrisis. Really? Neo-Geo CD? That's sweet. Oh, I'm dead already. Yeah, no! I need balls. Now, I also have this on Sega CD, which we... Did we beat? I want to say we beat it on Sega CD. Or we got really close to, actually. I think we ran out of credits. Which will not happen here, because I'm pretty sure they're just unlimited credits. I hope. We'll find out. Oh no, I need ball. I need ball. Alright, can we switch? Who do we switch to now? No, we can't switch it? Ball for cool.
Oh, James Willis says, oh, don't forget about the name on the screen of the game.
Oh shit, that's right. Let's pause you. I keep forgetting we have that.
Thank you, James Malloy.
There we are. Okay, we are playing Neo-Geo CD Robo Army. Obviously we are playing Neo-Geo CD. Let's remove all of that and say Sengoku Densho. There we go. There we go. We are organized.
Nintendo 64 says Jesse Chips. Benay Rama says, is that KOF 96 shirt?
It is! Change, okay.
King of the Wing says, I'm jelly of your Sega CD version. I want it, but it's rare.
Is it? I picked up my copy at MGC for $40, I think, in 2015. I might be dead.
Ando Gamer says, I think I saw the Xenocrisis is going to get an Evercade port.
Yeah, it's gonna get an Evercade port. I saw that.
The book says Xenocrisis is one of those games that shows the Genesis had untapped potential and 32X was pointless. The Subaru says Reggie broke the seal on Xenocrisis on the Dreamcast earlier.
Nice.
So go ahead, sorry.
No, I was just reading.
Nintendo 64 says, is this a beat 'em up with swords?
It is. It's a slash 'em up.
Green Wing says, yeah, bro, it's rare and expensive.
That's crazy. I had no idea.
Randrick says, I need to get Xenocrisis. Randrick! Ando Gamer says, I just got my Streets of Rage 4 copy today.
Yeah. Thunderbolts. Thunderbolt and lightning.
Thunderbolt. Thunderbolt. Sorry,
Yeah, I know that.
marking. Real Hero says, I'm tempted to pre-order Xenocrisis for the Neo-Geo AES. I imagine it would play well on the MGC.
Is it coming out for Neo-Geo CD also? Because that would be dope.
Green Wing says, just kidding. Trade for Deep Blue.
Sure. Dude, Deep Blue is ultra rares. Ultra rares! Thanks. You're welcome, bitch. I'm a dog. Okay, do your spin dash. There we go. Sonic spin dash. Spin dash.
Brandon says, looking here, I was thinking of the same, but I might just go with the cheaper option now that they have the Neo-Geo CD version for sale.
Hell yeah. Wait, it's for sale now?
Oh, they did add Neo-Geo CD. Brandon Ramos says, yes, I just ordered it.
Oh, I need it.
I need it, go get it.
I
Right
need
now.
it.
Right now.
I need it. I'll stream it.
Subaru link, the Neo prices Neo-Geo CD right here.
Me. Me now. Me, please. Bathroom.
Click on it. Bathroom.
The fuck you guy? Run up to me and smash me. Oh, I mean, there's a key. Fuck, man! You made my balls go away. I need red balls. Yeah. How much is it?
30 euros. I'm not sure what that is.
I'm happy.
Alucard 2089 series says, what's up, guys?
Welcome, Alucard. Damn, that's a good price. 35 pounds shipped just under $44. Go, Dougie. Dougie. You get him, Dougie. You'll get him. I'm surprised how close the Sega CD version is to this. Like, obviously there's a shit ton of animation missing, but it is pretty good. All things considering. Alright, change to that. No. What happened? Oh, I shrunk into a little. There we go. Alright, man, I wonder who ported it to Neo-Geo for me. Man, some sort of power up would have been good right about now.
Mark Smith is here. He says, hello, SaruPro.
Welcome, Mark Smith.
He says, give that like button some love.
Balls.
Alright.
Sweet. How dare you go beat them all? Ah! Listen, guys, this is a warlord's order.
Neo-Geo says, that's some gnarly crowd surfing. Put up the volume for the game just a little bit.
games you love?
Just a tiny bit.
Alright. Fat Ninjas. Let's switch to somebody else. Yeah, fuck you. Not so tough now, huh?
The folks that people tend to forget the Neo-Geo and Megasys were similar to the architecture.
And the what?
Megasys.
The Genesis?
The Megasys could have tons of Neo-Geo ports going out. Oh, look, question 9 says, this looks like a cool game. Robert Torres is here. He says, sorry, click up. Sushi emoji. That's sushi.
I know. Like every other Tuesday, someone's saying,
Like China says, samurai in the subway. Yeah. Well, it says Mega Drive plus Genesis equals Megasys. Megasys mitosis is Nintendo 64. Oh, that's hilarious.
no, go back to the ninja guy.
Megasys mitosis.
Oh shit. What the hell? Floating head? How the fuck am I? Where'd it go? Come right here.
Here we go. It says Chariot Subway. Amanda says, I wish they had a Fatal Fury beat 'em up.
They did. It's called Beats of Rage.
Robert Torres says, sorry and Jesse, have you guys heard anything about Vegas closing again?
No, but it'll happen.
We got a donation!
Nick donated $1. Thank you, Nick.
Nick donated $1. He says, pee-pee.
Baby.
Pee-pee.
Whoa. Shit, man.
Neo-Geo says, that head is relentless. The Pope says, Genesis HC Retrovision cables are shipping. I can finally play mine again. That's awesome, Pope.
Fuck you guys. Fuck you. Boutique Athena. Look, and it's the actual Athena logo. Isn't that cool? How many of y'all remember Athena?
Athena. That's a PS1 game.
The old Nintendo. And arcade. It was kind of terrible on the NES. It's kind of terrible, actually.
Tim Houston's here. He says, oh my god, this is an FPGA? The lag.
Do I have a minute to talk to you about the Mister? Let's talk about the Mister. You guys. Oh, I ran out of
The book says, yeah, the retailers are starting to get them in. Nintendo says, I heard it's your TV that causes lag, not the cable. Robert Torres says, sorry, have you guys heard anything from Polymega? They've been quiet. We haven't heard anything. Neo-Geo says TV causes lag. Dead. Relic Hero says sweet. Nick Tandos says, especially if you have a nice HD TV that has to upscale the native resolution. Alucard says gaming monitors seem to have less lag from what I tested out. Nick Tandos says sorry. No need to say sorry. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Ninja Kappa. No, give me. I need better balls.
Banky Yoshi's here.
What's up, Banky?
He says, "Hey family, love you all. Salute." He has like a flex. Emoji.
Welcome. Long time no see.
So says the FPGA fan base is a major turnoff. They replaced the Raspberry Pi users as the most known group in vintage gaming.
Mr.
Banana Rama says, do you think Polymega surprises when they say that they support Dreamcast and PS2?
No, by Mr.
The Pope says, I don't have a moment to talk about the Mister, but I did get disc-based Naomi working on my Pi. Street Fighter 03 SOM. That's cool, the Pope.
That is cool.
Alucard says, Saru calls them the Jehovah's Witness of gaming. Put the mask off. Nintendo 64 is looking for all the girls who prefer FPGA. Here it goes, says Mr. Rights are the Jehovah's Witness of video games.
Fuck you, ugly ass Oni. Good lord. This is certainly harder than the Neo-Geo. A lot of bosses that aren't in this, like, this boss isn't there. Fuck you, little Oni shit.
Ando Gamer says, who is worse, Mr. Karens or Polly Karens? Let's discuss. I think the Polly Karens have been silent. They haven't really been silent. But Mr. Karens, however.
Oh yeah, I gotta save my phone, bitch. Quickly!
The book says, I have one FPGA system I never played. It's the ABS. Subaru says, this game sort of has the Ronin Warrior Samurai Troopers vibe, with the samurai and demons of Modern City and stuff.
SNK Neo-Geo.
Alucard 29 says, my roommate had let Jehovah's Witnesses and Mormons into our house before. I was nice and listened to what they had to say, but after I was like, why the hell did you let them in here? Hugo says, you should have said that right in the you should have said that right in front of them. There was one Jehovah's Witness who was knocking and they heard me. They're like, I can hear you.
Creepy.
I know, it's like,
I know you're there!
Get the fuck out of my property.
Oh, you freaky bitch. Oh shit, wrong button. You freaky bitch. I have doggies. Doggy. Spin dash doggy. Come on.
Brandrick says, I quite enjoy my analog Super NT and Mega SG. They replace my original consoles, but you don't see me trying to convert everyone to FPGA. Sorry. Alucard29 says, lol, I would have in my younger days. Guess I've changed a lot since then. DOA Hitman says, Saru, what does a signed copy of your game on Dreamcast cost?
If you just buy the game online, I'll sign it for you. You just buy the Dreamcast game, and I signed the last two during streams. Well, the last two that asked for it. Ah, Doggy Kong! Oh. Doggy, why? Mommy, why?
How annoying it is. Let me get the
Oh.
video.
Bloop, 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 bloop. Blue, 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 hoo, hoo, blue, blue. The only way to gaming salvation is personal relationship with our Lord and Savior, Segata Sanshiro. Segata Sanshiro, Segata Sanshiro, Segata Sanshiro. Change because
There it is, DOA Hitman.
chop 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 chop. Oh no. Oh fuck. Shit's on fire. What's going on? Oh fuck you guys. Time up. Oh fuck. Red ball. Hell yeah, no, I got a short team. That's some bullshit. I know. Someone's gonna fucking lose their tampon over it. Yay! Resource. That was my rendition of music. Oh shit, steamrollers. Ah fuck, there were two of them. That's some bullshit.
That was... Do I pay for shipping or just the game price? As possible, buy one is $2. Right now we have the game on discounted on. It's discounted right now. So we might do that at all you can.
Right now, game is on sale. I'm not sure what you're...
He says the Dreamcast version, the only one still available. No, Dreamcast and PC version is still available.
Yeah. Well. Blip. Whoa. Look at that statue. Yes, I think of lasers when I think of the Sengoku era. Lasers. Fuck you, man.
Deal, it says on sale till when? We're not sure. We're not sure when we're gonna end the sale. But it's been on sale for like about 2 months now.
Yeah, so probably July.
Probably July. Tsurumaru, is there a reason why you chose to publish Epic so you can get a Dreamcast instead of Saturn?
Because it's not possible to put it on the Saturn.
It's not possible.
It's not possible. But maybe, I don't know, Neo Geo CD. That is possible.
That would be pretty cool.
That would be cool. I have someone who was interested in porting it.
Quesadilla Padilla's here. He says, what's up, Samaru? Love me some Sengoku.
Hey, what up, Edwin? Welcome, sir.
Jesus says, FPGA users don't have Jesus in their heart. Listen to their plan.
Can we talk about pie? Raspberry pie? Fuck you, guy, I got a sword too. What are you gonna do?
Algar 2089 says, laugh my ass off. The Saturn is probably the hardest console ever to develop for. They don't use triangles or polygons, they use squares. Welcome back, Michelle.
Man, I don't know. All of a sudden I'm hungry again, even though I ate a whole bag of bacon chicken. I always get hungry around this time. When I get hungriest. When I hunger for souls and mysteries. Look at this fight right here. What's happening? What's going on here? Oh shit.
Sorry.
Spin dash. Sonic spin dash his ass. Come on. Stupid dog got kicked right in the middle of the air. Oh, yeah. Quick fireball. This weapon's gonna go away before this hit. Yep. Oh no, I need that. I need that. Give me that.
The book says, to think the Saturn almost got Cyber Sled, Bridge Racer, and Tekken. Nintendo 64 says, do PS2 homebrew games exist?
I don't know. I think the PS2 is also another system that was hard to develop for, but I don't follow any homebrew scenes outside of PC Engine, Genesis, and Dreamcast.
Gamer says, Sengoku is such a trippy game. Just looking at all the crazy visuals within the game makes me feel high.
For real. Give me them balls. What do the green balls do? I don't know what they do.
Alucard 2089 says, never seen any PlayStation homebrews. Tsurumaru says, is PS2 old enough yet? Tsurumaru says, PS2 was very peculiar to develop for, along with PS3.
Yeah.
The only console I've seen a ton of homebrew is for the Wii. The pub says they found a DVD exploit that no longer required the pre-enacted mod check or strapless on PS2.
I saw that. That's cool, like 20 years ago.
Michelle says, when a system turns 20, it gets its retro. Mark Smith says, it's 20 years old in the U.S. this year. Damn, 20 years old.
Yep, we're all dead.
We're all dead. We're all
We're
old.
all dead.
It's as old as Nintendo 64. Mark Smith says, Michelle, I consider 2 generations an older retro. Michelle says, yeah, I saw that video on MVG's channel yesterday. Alucard says 20 years old is antique, so I guess it works for the same for console as well. Vintage. Says Nintendo says, I'm turning 20 this year.
You're 19?
He's 19.
Oh, little babies.
Little babies. Little babies. Guess the difference is PS2 isn't old enough to break.
He's a minor.
Nintendo 64 says, turns out I'm just a PS2. The Pope says, PS2 and GameCube I consider retro, but I don't consider Xbox retro. Roger says, you need to rename Phoenix Station too. Timmy says, Xbox is vintage as GameCube and PS2. Timmy says, I actually like the term better, however, but I'm going to say retro. Vintage sounds so much better. I like vintage as well. Saru says, so Nick is the same age as PS2? Yep.
Sarah Tender. Chicken tenders. Chicken tenders. You gag.
Michelle says, I was born during the Sega Saturn era.
I was born in the 60s. We went to war with the Vietnamese.
Tim Hughes is in whose butt is vintage?
Well, I'm in my 40s, so.
1985.
Oh yeah, fireball! Yeah, fuck these bitches. Go, go, go. Oh, damn it. Let's go fireballs. Come on, let's go.
See what it is 1980. Who's born 1980? Roger was born 1980 as well. Nintendo says, you're almost a Famicom as a Pope. Ando Gamer says, Pope, you're still younger than me. Lol. Quesadilla says, April, baby. Michelle says, Saru is ancient. James Malloy is 1979. Brandon Wallace is 1980s. The Pope says, I got you beat, man. I was born the year of the Atari VCS here. The Atari VCS 2600 was launched. Damn. Ando Gamer is 1979. Super says, my birth year is my YouTube name. And Nintendo 64 says, Jesse is the NES. Yes.
Good to know there's a good number of people in my age group here.
Yeah.
It would be odd if there wasn't, considering like the kind of content that this channel is. It would be weird.
Mark Smith is 77. 6 days prior to Reggie Jackson's famous game during the playoffs at Yankee Stadium.
Nice.
Tim Houston was born in 1977. I win. He's tied with Mark Smith. I think we had someone, I'm not going to say who was born in 1969 or
Yep,
8.
I know who you're talking about.
Yeah. I don't want to, yeah.
And he's hella cool.
Yeah.
There are a couple in our group that are in their 50s.
Ooh, we got 41 people in here. Smash the like button.
Nice! Welcome everybody.
You want to show off your prints now?
Oh yeah, I almost forgot. Give me 1 second, guys. All right, let me pause this really quick. I almost forgot. we've already started to send these guys right here. These are, which ones are in here?
You should switch to full
All right,
screen.
let me switch to full
This is a
screen.
button.
For those of you who are part of the Saru Print Club, Print Club is going out, you guys. Print Club going out this week. Goes out last week of every quarter. And we're going to show you guys the prints that we have. So the first one is this one right here. This is Summer Mail. Popful Mail. It looks kind of weird because I guess the light's like drowning it out. But this is the first print here. That is Mail. And then you got Gaw. He's like, ah! I changed my profile picture to that because I thought it was funny. Well, that's Gaw. That's the first one of the PCE Girls of Summer, even though she was originally on PC 9801 first. But to me, she's PC Engine gal. And then next one is Yuki right here. This one was originally the secret level in FX Unit Yuki. You can turn that light back on. It didn't make a lick of difference. This is the secret level image that you get. So if you unlock the secret level in FX Unit Yuki, you get this picture. So this is the first time that's going to be available in a print. And Shido's like, hubba hubba. There's the hue card slot. Look at where that hue card slot's at. And then the last one, this one here. Sorry, it's not focusing really well. This is Facette Amour in the waters. See, she's in the water. She's in the water. Facette Amour, and that's this quarter set. So every quarter it's a different set. This set is the PCE Girls of Summer. There's also a sticker, and there's also a PC Engine related magnet that goes out. The magnet is if you're on the $10 tier, you get the magnet. If you're on the $5 tier, you get the 3 prints, the letter, and the sticker. I won't show you the sticker. That'll be a surprise for when you get it. You guys can see it. It's totally cute. Totally cute.
So we decided to do our own, the magnet and sticker, right? Magnet sticker together. Instead of like them picking out like.
Yes. So from now on, the magnets it's gonna be a predetermined one. The first one we let people pick. It's gonna be a predetermined magnet, but we're also gonna start doing like a plastic trading card type thing for the $10 people as well. So the $10 people are gonna get a magnet and that trading card also, which is gonna be like a hard, full color printed. Like trading card, similar to like anyone. If you got the Kickstarter Yuki, it came with like a badge card. It's gonna come with that. So yeah, I just wanted to show you guys this quarter's Print Club stuff, and that's already going out now. So let's go back to the game. Does it look like I was frozen? I was like... Highly excited, says Michelle. Wait, sorry, did you ship them yet? I have a request if you can ship them to an alternate address I had. That's fine.
Yours hasn't shipped out. Yeah. I'm doing it slowly throughout the week.
So throughout the week, we're sending a few at a time. Or not a few. What, like... 10? I don't know how many. Jesse's shipping them, but we haven't shipped all of them yet. We have not shipped them all yet, so everyone will be getting them at different times, probably because of not being shipped all at the same time. As we cut the stickers by hand.
He says this before. I don't want my mom to see it. Jin Chen says, "Can we have a sexy derby Yuki?" That'd be hilarious. Randy says, "Really looking forward to these." Super good with the link, with the Patreon link. Says, if anyone would like to join, here's the link.
Awesome, thank you, Super Boo.
Linder, so freaking dope.
But yeah, our Discord, pretty much every tier has some sort of reward, right? Like the $1 people, they get access to the Discord. $5 people get into Print Club. $10 people get Print Club Plus, which is the added items and your name in front of a couple videos.
Says it may only be select few, but I love the Tim Houston says make a magnet of Jesse's butt.
So there was actually the last print that we did a bonus print club last year. We won't be doing a bonus one this year, but we did one last year. We did a bonus FX Unit Yuki one. So if you were part of print club last year, you got a bunch of Yuki related prints. One of them was a bonus print with the derpy Yuki in different faces. I don't know if we have those prints anymore, do we?
Which one?
Remember the bonus print? It said bonus on it. It was like the 3 different derpy Yuki faces.
Oh yeah, no, I don't think we have that.
But yeah, we did do a print of that one.
Alright, so by the way, Jesse, I received my game and my Mega Man figure today. Don't know if you saw my figure pickup today.
I did. I saw that. That's awesome. Very cool. What happened? Were those like stuck in customs or something?
Yeah, it looks like they were. It took a long time.
Yeah, because we said that shit forever ago.
Jin Chan says, damn it, I missed it, lol.
Yeah, there was a derpy Yuki print, and it was just a bunch of different derpy Yuki faces.
TMNT crackhead version.
I need more colored balls. He's getting more colored balls. Ah, fuck.
Alucard 29 says, those are real Ninja Turtles. They haven't had any pizza in days, lol.
Ninja Turtles. Turtles. Fuck you guys. What do the green balls do? What is green ball? What do green ball? No. Stay. Damn, calm the fuck down. I need that. Give a ball. Fuck you guys. I will help you. No, you suck. Ninja sucks. Go ahead and use him. He's fast, but... Oh shit, I have a weapon slot. Quickly! Quickly! No! God damn, man! They give you so little time to pick up the weapon.
Brian Trusty's here!
Oh my god, Brian Trusty is here! Brian Trusty! Everybody drop your pants! Brian Trusty's here!
Everyone drop your pants! I'm already there.
Too late! Alright, switch out. You, you'll throw ninja flares.
Alucard 29 says, I need to watch the old TMNT movies again. I used to love those when I was a kid. I haven't watched those since then.
Oh my god, look at how long it is this stupid ass time. Oh, Jesus. My weapon's gonna be gone by the time all this bullshit stops.
GT Bickerman's here!
Welcome, Beakerman!
Brian Trusty says, that's what they say, I guess. Nothing myself. Guy Fellows is here! Says, oh.
Oh. Little oval face.
Said me to the Space Adventure Cobra TV show on Hulu. Yeah. Brian Trusty says, so do it! pup says, you all assume I'm wearing pants. I'm wearing shorts.
That's true. The pup goes commando under the robe. And so you could stay fresh. This is always the same dialogue. Can I skip it? It's dumb.
Or so he says. Oh, Brandon says the pup. Oh, sorry. Talking pants.
Little annoying fucks, these guys. They like pop in. Look, they come in. Alright, good. Good. Let's switch out to Ninja Guy.
Timmy says, butt ninjas.
For real.
We're not sure all the card. They haven't said anything to us or anything, so.
Polymega stuff?
Yeah, Polymega. Yeah, we're not too sure. Brian Trusty says, look at all these emojis. Don't be jealous, just join the crew. Says Brian Trusty. Thanks, Brian Trusty.
We love you, Trusty.
Roderick says, gonna head out, gonna head to bed. Gotta go to the office tomorrow.
Oh, that's right. Make sure to wrap yourself in bubble wrap.
So this means traffic and waking up earlier.
Yeah. Good luck, Roderick. Thanks for stopping in. Good luck out there in the apocalypse land. Oh shit. Look at me.
Tsurumaru says, did you see the prints that Brian Trusty? Ooh, what am I missing? You show him again.
I'm gonna show him again. Alright, let me show Brian Trusty is here. We're gonna show him print club stuff. Print club stuff. Look at these prints. We still haven't set up another scene, huh? So it's gonna go to the intro every time?
Yeah.
We still haven't set up one?
Oh, we should do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
That's what I've been saying. Alright, check these out. I made a little mistake in this one. Part of her hair is like transparent. I'm just noticing that now. Look, I made a boo-boo. Artist boo-boo! This one's gonna be super rare and worth a lot. Look.
I know.
Oh man. Oh man! That's okay. Don't look at the hair. Just look at here. Just look in
Don't
this.
look at the hair.
Just look in this vicinity right
boobs.
here. Just look at her boobs. This is male from Popful Male. I went with the more. This one has like a more cell shaded look. Everything is like shades of 3 and 4 different colors for everything, including the background. And then we got Yuki. Look at Yuki. This is Summer Yuki's. This one was the secret stage Yuki right here. With let me slowly zoom in so it's like it doesn't lose focus if I go slowly. Look at, you can see the controller there on her bikini. It's got like the D-pad and the turbo buttons and the hue card slot right there. That's where the hue card goes.
How naughty says Jun-chan.
And then the last one is Amour Facette Amour. I'm actually really happy with how this one came out. That's either fireworks or gunfire. We're pretty close to the ghetto, so it could be either one.
Fireworks.
Could be either one. And that's the Facette Amour. So if you're part of Print Club, you will be getting these prints very shortly.
Is this real?
Is it real life? Thick, says Michelle. I know. I gave her big, thick legs. Thick legs.
Jeff Allison says, nice work on that one. Thanks, Jeff Allison.
Yeah, thank you. I really like the Facette Amour one. I'm happy with how that one came out.
Jeff Allison says, I like the arrow on her hue slot.
But yeah, if you guys are, whoever's part of Print Club, that's what you're going to be getting. And we're also going to let people who, like, want to get, like, back ones that they missed up to two Print Clubs ago. So the first quarter and second quarter of this year, you'll be able to get. So basically, if you missed out on what were the Valis ones, which was last month, if you missed out on the Valis ones, you can get, and if you missed out on the East ones, you can get. You can get if you want to. Ah, fucker. Up to 10 though. We only printed 10 of each of the old sets, so because printing shit costs money. So we only printed 10 sets of the old stuff. So I should say while supplies last. Fucker. Alright, I need to change. Turn around, stupid. Jeez. Yeah, take that, you bald fucker. I will help you. Okay, I will change to you. Bless you.
Thank you.
Blessed. A bless is you. One blesses. I don't believe in God, but bless you.
It's definitely got a little hot in here for a second. Robert Torres says, nice work, Saru. If I had a low rider, I would tell you to paint that Ruka on my hood.
I used to do that. I used to do airbrush. I used to... My brother was like big into airbrushing, so I used to do airbrush stuff back in the day. We used to do it at a swap meet.
Was it here in Vegas?
Yep, it was here in Vegas at a place called Broad Acres.
Oh, shit, that's cool. I know it was in Broad Acres.
Yeah, it was in Broad Acres. And then he opened up like a proper shop, but we had created differences and I left. Basically, he's like, you can't draw that anime shit here, even though people wanted it. Oh my god, this one's gross though. That's old. Don't show that one.
Which ones do you want to see?
None of those. Those are all
That's
bad.
all of them.
Those are all bad.
Yeah.
These are all when I first started. So these are when like I was like 14, 15. Here's one right
this
here.
Is all bad. This is amazing.
These are when I was an amateur at it. I wasn't very good. I got way better at it later.
Just switch. Oh, wait.
No.
Give me 1 second.
Because it keeps doing that thing.
Well, here. Let me... Right here.
But yeah, those are not good examples.
There you go.
The better examples were in pictures. Remember those pictures that I had? Yeah, I had photos of like the better stuff. The photos were of like client stuff that I did for people. These were just bullshit practice shirts. And I sucked. I wasn't as good. I got way better at it. But yeah, I used to airbrush. And I used to draw like weed smoking Pikachus all day, every day. Pokemon was really popular at the time. And so I made a whole line of like gangster Pokemon. And they were really popular for a while. Gangster Pikachus. I did stuff for a local store here called Game World, which is now called We Play Games. But the owner's son, which now he's like the owner of the actual store, the new store. But the owner's son wanted like a Morrigan. I did like a sexy Morrigan. No, stay. No, just. Oh yeah, fireballs. I did a bunch of shit, a lot of random shit. People always wanted shit like Old English or stupid dumb shit. Stupid dumb shit, but I did shit tons of Pokemon back then. That's okay. That's fine. Oh. Hey fool, you got La Virgen de Pikachu? That's what I did. It's like one was like El Santo Niño de Atocha, but instead of El Niño de Atocha, it was Pikachu. Santo Niño de Pikachu.
Santo Niño de Pikachu.
Alright, let's change. What does it say on my dog? No, not the dog. Well, actually, the dog. Spin dash. Oh, little puppies, look. I think little puppies are like eating me.
Mark Smith says, Tsurumaru, do you draw
Caricatures of people?
Or
So I did, but not in like the traditional sense. So I didn't do like your typical carnival style caricatures that you saw like everywhere. I did them. I would do them in like anime style. You can see I have a bunch of examples on my Facebook page, my SaruPro Facebook page. Here, I'll link it really quick. Let me pause it. Let me pause it. I will link you. I have a whole folder. Shit.
Michelle says, says it's too late to get a yeast print.
No. So East is the oldest one you can get. So next quarter, you won't be able to get the East ones anymore. This is the last quarter you can get the East ones.
I've only seen a couple, so you haven't. I'm going down the list, so you're good, Michelle.
So let me link really quick here. So that's my Facebook page. It's called the Saru channel, but it's just everything I do, including my YouTube, all my artwork stuff. If I go to photos, let's see if I still have a folder for that stuff. I might not. Let's see if I can find. And I also did I have all my Inktober artworks. There's a shit ton of artwork stuff in here. Here's one that some people might know. I wonder if I can Can I?
You should put on your phone and you can show it.
Oh yeah. Can I just show the screen? Can we do like a capture? Let me show you really quick. Let me show you the world. Ooh, you know what? I need a drink. All right, you do that. I'm gonna play. I'll show you here in a second, guys. First, let me beat up on some bitches. No! You beat me while I'm changing. You have no honor. You have no honor. No. What is this? Oh wait, let me switch to this guy because he has like projectiles.
There it is.
Get it. Yes. Whoa. That was weird. Oh no. Seriously, how'd you die so quickly?
There it is, DJ.
Oh, okay. Whoops, my bad. Here we go. Here we go. All right, so we can see.
Over here, DJ.
Go away. Why is this open?
I don't know. I've never seen that like that before.
How do I close this?
I don't know.
There we go. Okay. So here we can see. I don't know how many people are familiar with. Let's see if I can. What the shit?
What?
Nothing. It's just displaying weird. Here we go. Here's one right here. So this is Jeffrey Wittenhagen. from Hagen's Alley and his buddy Kyle. They do a podcast called Video Game Bullshit. And this was at MGC. They had a panel. I was part of their panel along with JP Switch Mania, which is one of the biggest Switch collectors I know. So that's what I mean in that style. This is Rewind Mike. He is a YouTuber. A YouTuber. He does the YouTubes. But that's what I mean. It's like, I do like caricatures, but they're all in like this like anime style. Here's a random Shubibin Man one. This is not a caricature, but I just want to show you. This was like my rendition of what a Shubibin Man 4 would have been like, just for fun kind of thing. I also do typical anime shits. Here's I love chibis. So this is like One Punch Man. I did a bunch of chibis of One Punch Man.
Man, these are really cool.
This is Umaru-chan. And then, let's see. These here, these are for something called Akachi, the God Hand. It was going to be a comic book project with me and a friend. But he got busy. I did a bunch of like concept art for it. And here's the main character. His name is Akachi and Anaya. These are the two like protagonists. And it was basically going to be a comic superhero, not superhero, but like fantasy type comic. Here is young Akachi and young Anaya. And I was really, really happy with those designs. Here is Onibro. This is a game that I did a game project for that never went unfinished because I don't have a programmer for this this Rover is programming FX Unit Yuki, so I have no programmer. But actually, let me just show them all. I guess this was Onibro from Oni Island. Actually, one of the stages in FX Unit Yuki is based on this because it was going to be a game, but eventually it will be a game at some point since I've made so many assets for it. Yeah. I need a programmer for that one.
I really love this one.
But I do have a lot of artwork that I made for the game. A lot of pixels that I made for the game. She is the princess of Oni Island. She gets kidnapped. Here's the main sprite of the Oni character. Right there. Really cute Oni guy. I'm not looking at chat, by the way, so hopefully
I'm looking at chat.
Let's see, what else could I show you? Caricatures, right? Oh, here's Game Sack wearing, that's Dave wearing one of my Mega Man shirts. This is a design, I believe that's on the Teespring. I don't know. It might be. But Superboo just put it up. Dave, I sent these to them, and Dave liked this one, so he wore it on some episode. I don't even remember what episode it was. And here's another episode of Game Sack where Joe's wearing this Bonk one. This was like an old Bonk design. These are old. This was from 2015.
Nintendo said you're so prolific and talented, Saru.
Thank you.
Which says go Saru.
I used to work for this convention here, Level Up Expo, so I have tons of artwork that I did for this convention. They're still around. I'm just not part of it anymore because I started doing FX Unit Yuki, so I left to do FX Unit Yuki stuff. But here's that Bonk design that's on Joe Redifer's shirt.
Oh, I like that one.
Here are I did these. I used to do, so I was, before I started doing like the FX Unit Yuki stuff and the YouTube stuff, I used to do a lot of Artist Alley stuff. And so this was a poster that I did. And I used to sell, we used to sell 13 by 19 posters that we used to print here. We used to have a wide format printer. It's long broken since then because we stopped using it. So
Paps is here.
Paps, welcome. I'm just showing off a bunch of artwork. right now. We'll eventually get back to the games. But yeah, I did a bunch of stuff. This was a YouTuber I used to like. I don't think he does stuff anymore. His name was Andrew Dickman. And he was actually one of the first YouTubers to wear one of my shirts back in the day. And then Joe and Dave.
That's cool.
Here is Scooby-Doo, because I like Scooby-Doo. This was a canvas print that I did for us, but it was also a poster. 13 by 19 poster that we used to do. That's why they're all in like this weird like resolution. Because they were all 13 by 19 posters. Like this Toad one. I liked Invader Zim a lot. So I did Sailor Gur. Because I thought it was cute. Sailor Mars. This was also a 13 by 19 poster. People loved like the Sailor Moon stuff. So I might make these into a print club. I don't know if anyone cares about Sailor Moon or not. Oh, here is, this is a voice actor. His name is Chuck Huber. I did this illustration of, he voiced Austria. And I used to do a lot of chibi. So this is a chibi Austria that I did. And because they sat, in this convention, they sat me next to him. And we got chummy. And so Chuck Huber's like, hey, do you happen to have any artwork of these characters? And it was like Hiei and Austria. And I think those were the only two that I did. And I was like, yeah, I got some artwork. And I didn't. I went home that night and I drew these up. I did a Hiei and an Austria. I did digital artwork and I printed them and I brought them the next day and I printed a whole bunch for him and he's like, oh my god, you're a lifesaver. Super cool guy, this guy. He was super
really
nice. Super nice guy. And he was like, hey, if you ever need any voice work for any of your things, let me know. But I never reached out to him for that kind of thing because I don't think I could afford it. Look at me and Jesse back in the day. This was before we got Tubbins.
I know.
We're like,
this is 2014.
I know, we're like half the size right here. These are like us in like Level Up shirts. Back in the day when we used to do a lot of Level Up Expo stuff. This was something that I never did anything with that I really wanted to. It was something called Records of Death. I planned it out. There were several pages made for it. I never released it because I was working with somebody and that somebody went to Japan. So we never finished that. But I've done all kinds of stuff. Most of the stuff that's in here is a lot of like commission work. Like this was a podcast of people who like did Super Sentai stuff, and so they had their own ideas of what the hell OMFG cool. Narwhals. They had like their own like Super Sentai designs that they wanted me to make, so I came up with all of these different characters from here's cool. one. Here's a Ninja Turtles one. This was a very popular poster back when we did Artist Alley. This was one that we sold tons of, and we used to sell our posters for $10 a piece. So we made quite a bit on posters. Poster sales. So first Friday was every first Friday of the month, and we would bring home anywhere between $500 and $600 worth of sales of stuff, and our table would cost us like $100. But we stopped doing it. It was a lot of work though. It was a lot of work for what we brought home. Here's some girl. These are random people that we ran into who were wearing our shirts. We used to do a thing called Saru tees that we used to sell back on SaruMaru.com, which if you go to SaruMaru.com, it's like defunct. It hasn't been updated in ages. But we used to print and make our own shirts at home. And so we ran into this person wearing a Xena shirt. This is a chibi Xena warrior princess. So I was like, hey, do you mind if I take a picture of your shirt? And she's like, cool, yeah. She's like, I got it online. I was like, I'm the artist of that shirt. It was really cool. But whenever I would see people wearing our shirts, I would always want to take pictures of them. What does that say? And take my stuff. This is what First Friday we used to do. When we used to do First Friday, we used to do this here, and we got quite the. We were a busy booth. We were a very busy booth because people love fan art, right? People loved fan art, so we were always super busy. It was really fun, but it was so exhausting. It was so exhausting. I couldn't do it anymore. I couldn't do that and my job and all the stuff. So basically what happened is when I started doing FX Unit Yuki, I quit this. I quit doing this stuff in favor of FX Unit Yuki and eventually YouTube as well. Here's one that I'm going to put on a shirt soon. I'm putting this design, not with the background, but just the Yuka Takeuchi thing. That's going to go on a shirt.
That's cool.
This month.
Like that.
Yep, it's just going to be the design. Here's that Austria I was talking about that I did specifically for Chuck Huber. I did lots of anime stuff. Here is, this is actually one of my managers at work. Wanted one of him and his now wife. Here's this one was another popular poster as well.
Yes, and a shirt.
Yep, this was a popular poster and shirt. It was the 3 starter Pokemon. I just wanted to put them all in different types of scarves, like the Mystery Dungeon. If you guys remember Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, they had scarves. I wanted to put them in 3 different little scarves.
Jeff Allen says, I'll be buying that shirt of the VG.
Yep, that's going to be a shirt on Teespring soon. This was another poster here. It was Bub and Bob from Bubble Bobble.
Too. That's cute.
Yeah, I'm thinking about making a shirt of these guys. Here's another one that was really popular. We sold lots of posters of this one because people liked Avengers stuff. So I made Chibi Avengers stuff. I'm trying to see what else I can show you guys that might be interesting. I think that's pretty much it. A lot of stuff for work. I did lots of stuff for work. This one was for Panda Express. Panda Express had like a fundraiser here in Las Vegas. This was an event. This was an event for Panda Express back in the day. I don't remember when this was. For 2015, 2014? I don't know. These are all super old. Before I started doing Yuki stuff. I don't know what. I always take characters and draw like derpy pictures of them just because I get bored.
Mackenzie says, Saru, how do you not have more subscribers? Your live streams are so much fun to watch and your artwork's beautiful.
I don't know, because people don't know I exist. Is basically what it is. People just don't know I exist. In the YouTube world, people don't know I exist. Everywhere else, people know I exist. This is Pippi. I created this character for an online game called Osu. That's why it's rhythm is just a click away. I was originally the person who created this character. Now she has thousands of fan arts because this was back in 2009, I believe, when I created this character. So now if you look up Pippi, there are thousands and thousands of fan arts. But I created the original that all of these fan arts were based off of. I created it. So if anybody here has know people who play this game, you can tell them you know the creator of the mascot. I created the mascot for that game. I'm trying to think what else I did that was important. Oh, here's a Ranma. I know people like Ranma. This is a poster as well. Didn't sell too many of this one as much as I would have liked. We sold lots of shirts of it, but poster didn't really sell well. I guess not a lot of people know Ranma. This one was a popular one.
Yeah.
I did this during the heyday of Sengoku Basara, and so Masamune was like the most popular Sengoku Basara character. So we did lots of these Sengoku Basara prints and shirts, and people liked them.
Charleston says that's amazing. Saru also is huge. Much as I'd buy that.
This was for something called Kimono Roller Girls. It was going to be about kimono wearing rollerblading girls that I wanted to make like a puzzle game about. But once again, it's like the whole like programmer thing. No programmers. This is more kimono roller girls. Hatsune Miku. I drew a lot of Hatsune Miku back in the day. Trying to think. And then all this is like a lot of sci-faction stuff. So back in 2008, I created something called Sci-Faction, which I'm actually bringing back as a beat 'em up. And I'm talking to someone who might help me make that a reality. Here are the original Pippi artworks. Pippi is the Osu character. These are just different. That's the same one we saw earlier. Here is me as an Animus. Also a thinner me, because that was years ago. Before I ballooned up. Here's more records of death artwork. A lot of these are going to be records of death characters. This is something that I would like to do something with, but in order to make, like, as an artist by myself, I can't make a lot of this come to fruition without more of a team, you know? Like, with FX Unit Yuki, we had a team, and that's why FX Unit Yuki actually came to completion. But with all of these other things, I don't have teams. So it all just ends up being a bunch of artwork and nothing of it, because I don't have teams to help me with this stuff. I don't know other talented people, unfortunately, other than David Rover, who's busy with this, and he's going to be busy with his own game. I should do a stream showing that off.
This one's my favorite. So
this is Belladonna. She's the main character of Records of Death. This is the same girl, just different style.
That one's
different design.
I remember this one.
That's the logo for Records of Death. This was the very first drawing I did of this same character. This guy, his name is Dr. Pizarro. He's like a Frankenstein type character. Basically killed a bunch of people in a village and took all their best parts and melded them to himself. And so the whole point of Records of Death is she is basically the daughter of, let's just say, I guess, like the Underlord, right? Basically, she's Satan's kid. And so her job is, or Death's kid, her job is to find people who have broken the laws of life and execute them. So she, you know, by the binding of her book, she has to execute these people who are breaking the laws of life.
Mark Smith says, Tsurumaru, upcoming Saru Saturday show in the future. You should.
That would be a good Saru show, wouldn't it?
You have a ton of art that you can show off.
We could do that. That would actually be a good Saru show.
Yeah.
This girl here, she is a witch. Her name is Hazel. She wears a choker to hide her scar. She was actually decapitated for being a witch, and then she was brought back to life. So she always wears a choker to cover the fact that she had her head cut off.
Zombies there.
And she rides on the book. This book here, this is like her grimoire. She rides on it. And that's Hazel again. She'll always have that choker. There's Belladonna again. She's the main character. And more characters. This is more. I'm in the Records of Death folder, actually. Pizarro. He's the first main villain, per se. Here's some actual like hand-drawn stuffs.
I think that's it.
Yeah, I think that's it. And then Sci-Fi Action. These are all anthropomorphic characters. This is actually going to become a beat 'em up at some point, and it looks like Dreamcast is going to be the target console for this one. More chibis. This is Kaede from Last Blade. Appropriate. We're doing Neo-Geo stuff today. This is a chibi of Kaede from the Last Blade. Bob.
Cute.
There's a chibi Link. That was popular. There's Masamune again. That's the sketch of Iron Man. Here's Sailor Moon. This one was a really popular poster.
Yeah,
we saw lots of Sailor Moon. And people were requesting all of them, and we only got to Sailor Mars, and then we stopped doing...
you still owe our friend.
I know. A Sailor Saturn. He wanted Saturn, and I never did complete it, unfortunately. Oh, yeah, here's a Sakura. Someone said Sakura. There's Sakura Shinguchi print as a chibi. This is from 2013, it looks... Well, that's when I uploaded it. I think it's older than that, though. Because this is when I used to do a lot of MS Paint work, and I would redo them. Let's see, what else can I show you guys? Oh, here's Reimu Hakure from Toho. I was very, very obsessed with Toho back in the day. This was uploaded in 2013. I believe I did it in 2012. But I was super obsessed in early 2000s. I really liked Toho stuff back in the day. So I did a lot of Tohos. Here's more. These, who was asking again? Mark Smith?
Yeah.
So these are different. This is how I would do it. or at least back in the day. See how it's Windows XP? That's because this was done in like 2010, I think. I was still using Windows XP on a drawing tablet that I had, which I still have actually. And so I would always load up a couple reference images of whoever I was drawing, and then I would just go off of the. Oh, good night, Rovers. Rovers is going to bed.
Good night.
Thank you. Cool Reimu. Shrine Maiden stuff. I love Shrine Maidens. So this is how I would do Sarufied. It said get Sarufied. I used to call it that.
Sarufied.
And basically it was when I would take images and I would reference them to draw characters that I would reference. These are all people, different people that I would draw. There's Jesse in a basket. Here, this is my old boss back in 2012. This is our friend Beck. She's the person I used to live with. When I lived in Australia, I used to live with her. She comes to visit not this year because of coronavirus, but she would come and visit every year. She'd come for her birthday. She would come to visit. And then we actually got to go last September for her birthday. We got to go to Australia and see her. And Jesse, it was the first time Jesse got to Australia. Who? What? Aw. Yeah, this is somebody, he passed away, unfortunately. Here's a chibi cloud. That was a downer.
Says Jesse in a basket. Was that the day Jesse was born?
Yes, he was born in a basket.
Nick Channel says, Sarumaru, you have a great sense of perspective.
Thank you.
Retro Game Player says, hey, I didn't give you permission to draw me.
Retro Game Players, what's up, man? But yeah, I used to do a lot of MS Paint work too. This was done entirely in MS Paint with a mouse. So before I started using a tablet, I had taught myself how to draw using a mouse.
A mouse? Holy
and
shit.
MS Paint. Yeah, so this was all MS Paint. This was pre-tablet right here.
Holy shit.
So, and I used to do, I had a tablet, but I still enjoyed drawing stuff with using a mouse.
Yeah.
You know, because at work, during downtime, this is how I would draw like this because, this is how I would draw. Someone says Shinobu. That's right, Shinobu. I drew this Shinobu. The background is Photoshop, but the Shinobu I drew with a mouse and MS Paint. Obviously, the background, you can totally tell the background is Photoshopped into the picture. Here's one also that I drew in MS Paint, Arcuid Brunstead. I was a big fan of Tsukihime back in the day. And so I drew this Arcuid Brunstead in MS Paint. This one and this one were done in MS Paint. Background was done in Photoshop, gradient in Photoshop, text in Photoshop. These MS Paint ones are all from like 2000. This one's 2007, November of 2007. Tsurumaru. This is where my name Tsurumaru is actually the name of this monkey character. I wasn't creative when I came up with my username, so I was like, fuck it, we'll just go with the monkey's name. But when I was a kid, I drew a little monkey character, and first his name was Saru-kun, and then in 2000, I changed his name to Tsurumaru. So Tsurumaru is now 20 years old.
Josh Vegas here says, where's my Figzilla you did for me? It was neat.
Oh my god, that might be in here. Let's see. But yeah, Tsurumaru the monkey.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Damn,
this was a humanoid version of the Tsurumaru the monkey, the monkey character. Really cool. But I called myself Tsurumaru just because it was my monkey character, which was this. I used to draw this monkey character all the time. When I was a kid, I created him. Well, in my teens, not a kid. I was in my teens when I created the monkey character, and back then I called him Saru-kun. And then here it is, Figzilla. Figzilla is here.
It's Figzilla.
So this was. Yeah, I drew this in 2006. Looks like August of 2006 for Josh Fig, who's in the chat right here. He's an old friend of mine. And I did this for his music thing, his promotion thing, I guess. Feels weird not to call you your nickname. Yeah, these are all super...
character is the same age as Nick.
Oh my god, I know. The Sarumaru monkey is the same. Here he is again. Oh! Ha! So this here was done for a website or a logistics company called Cap Logistics. and I drew this little like plane thing. And my brother took a job that he was like designing a website for it, and I redid their mascot just for this promotion, which was a cute like little plane. They have one already, but it's so ugly. It's so gross looking compared to this one. But they didn't. They still use their same gross one. They only used this one for when they did their promotion. They had a promotion, and it was part of the website that my brother designed, and I designed that little mascot character. Here's Detective Conan. This was also done in MS Paint with Photoshop assistance. The text is Photoshop, all the gradients, but originally it was done in MS Paint. Here's one that was 100% MS Paint. This is from a game called Panya.
That's cute.
Or what was it called here? I don't know what it was called here, but it was called Panya. I used to play it on computer a lot. And
MS Paint with the mouse.
Yep. That's all. Shit. I only used MS Paint back in the day. This is from Galaxy Fraulein Yuna. This one was done. I don't see a date on it, but it's super old. This is early 2000s right here. Early 2000s MS Paint. Also, I was obsessed with Tsukihime, so here's another Tsukihime. This one is 100% MS Paint as well. This one was done in 2005. So this Panya art, lots of these are from 2005. This one I think is 2005. I was obsessed with Alex Kidd. This is Alex Kidd and Stella. If you search like Alex Kidd fan art, you'll see some of my fan art on the internet for like old Alex Kidd fan arts. This one made its rounds around the internet for some reason. I don't even think it's my best one, but for whatever reason, this one made its rounds around the internet back in the early 2000s. These are all from 2000, 2005, 2004, 2003. Here's another one. This one was done in Art Rage. When I first started using Art Rage and becoming more comfortable with Art Rage, this one was one of my first Art Rage things, I believe. And that's pretty much it. The Tsurumaru monkey. And there's a bunch of shit in here. But I just thought I'd show you really quick here since we brought it up. This is all the sci-faction stuff. I did a lot of stuff for sci-faction, cool. And nothing really came of it. And it would be so streamlined to be able to do a game about it because everything's already laid out. Everything is laid out already. The only thing I need to do is obviously do a lot of the actual in-game artwork and get a programmer, and that's it. We would have a new game. But yeah, that was pretty much it. You guys can check this stuff out by going to the Facebook page as well. If you want to check it out, it's just facebook.com/the Saru channel. There's the link again if you guys want to actually go and take a look at the art. But yeah, I just thought I'd show you guys. You can just minimize that, no? Or do you have to move it?
I can just
screen?
Do that.
There we go. Sweet. Alright, sorry about that. Let's go back to games. That was a whole 20 minutes of me just showing you guys my artwork. But for some of you there, I mean, some people don't know that I even do artwork, so now you know.
That was sweet. Always loved your art, says Josh. That was an unexpected fun time, says Michelle. Look, Tsurumaru says, what kind of game would it be?
A beat 'em up.
Mark Smith says, imagine Saru Smash Brothers with a lot of his characters. That'd be awesome. Mackenzie says, hey Saru, does Alex Kidd say gets mascot close on it?
Yep.
Peter Caps is very impressive, Saru.
Thank you. Alex Kidd was set as mascot designed by Osaru Kota back in the day. And unfortunately, he's not very popular anymore. But he's getting a new game. Some indie company is putting together a new game.
Rancher says, I wish I could help, but anything you think I could contribute more. Amazing work, says Rancher. Jeff Allen says, Saru, thanks Saru, love seeing all your artwork.
Basically, I need to be connected with other programmers. So if you guys know any programmers out there who are familiar with game design for retro stuff, connect them with me. Because I have a bajillion projects, but
Marcus says, that was awesome. Thank you, Sarumaru.
because once I get done, I have one more weekend, I think, of Lucretia stuff left. So once I get that out of the way, I would have had it done this week, but I didn't have the last print done for Print Club, so I did that this weekend, this Sunday. Because Sunday is pretty much my one free day. I have one more stage of Lucretia stuff to finish up, and that's it. I can put that behind me and start on the next thing, which is Sci-Faction. And I haven't locked down the programmer. I'm talking to one person right now about it, but I haven't locked down the programmer for Sci-Faction. But I will have all of the, at least all of the assets. I want to have all of the assets done at the very least, and then I will contract the programmer.
Big Willie says, I think that one about Daughter of Death would make an amazing movie. Yeah, I think so too.
It started. I was doing a comic book for it, but doing comics is so confusing. FX Unit Yuki is the only one that I want to continue, and even FX Unit Yuki, I do that in a quick manner. I don't do it in like the traditional sense.
Good night, Brian Trusty. He says, Sarumaru, I'm off to spend time with my wife at 4K. Take care. You're so awesome.
Good night, Brian Trusty. Say hi to Sierra. To Sierrials. Sierrials.
Mark says, that's awesome. Thank you, Sarumaru. No problem, Mark Smith.
Yeah, thank you for bringing it up. It was fun to show you guys. I don't like to talk about like the old stuff that I do, but if somebody brings it up, I will certainly show examples.
There's a lot of people who know that you're an artist.
And a lot of people don't even know I draw stuff. But yeah, that's what the print club is. It's basically prints of original artwork that I created. So my Patreon isn't just a Patreon. It's not just there to be like, give me money. It started off before I started doing YouTube. It was actually there as a rewards program to just distribute my art. So now YouTube is just in the mix, and most of the people that I have now came from YouTube, but
I know several professional programmers, but they want to get paid for their time. Ever think about Kickstarter route?
yeah, FX Unit Yuki was a Kickstarter. And David Rover was paid for his time. And if David Rover wants to get paid for more time, I don't think it's here now, but we got FX Unit Yuki translated into Japanese. We just need like 20% more of the script, and we're ready to translate that into Japanese. So I think he expressed wanting to do it. So it's definitely something that I can pay him to do. But yeah, I'm not looking for. It's for money. I'm not looking for people to give me free program work. I would be contracting them for their time.
He's hard to get a hold of since his Facebook shit's posted in Facebook shelter building. All that sucks. All the card says, I got an idea for a game that mixes two different genres that's never been done before. I've learned more game devs recently, so one day maybe I can make it a reality. That's awesome, all the card. Because it says, I wish I knew about your work, Sarumaru, when I was in the early 2020s, the early 2010s, when I was a teenager, only interested in girls.
That's funny.
It says before, hey Saru, I don't do programming, but I do instrumental music. If you're ever interested, well.
Yeah, I heard some of your stuff. I like a lot of it. Feel free to link it, by the way. Nintendo does like electronic music stuffs. So if you want to link your SoundCloud link, feel free. Most of the stuff, like as far as music goes, I'm always going to look for a more traditional, like retro sound. You know, like FX Yuki is very akin to games during the 16-bit era. You know, CD-based games of the 16-bit era, and you can hear it in the music of FX Yuki. So most games I'm going to want like either that like butt rock kind of music, you know, or music that you would hear and be like, oh yeah, this totally sounds like this genre of music. Ah, it's the revival of the madman. I don't know. Oh, sorry, bro. Oh, that's right, yeah. You're finding the space. Dragon Ball Z style.
All the cards from you, so I'll definitely play a Japanese version of the games. That'd be really cool.
Yep, FX Unit Yuki is going to be put in Japanese. I'm hoping Rover can do... He can do the, whatchamacallit. Because I think he already did, like, the script work to get it put in, so... Pretty sure it's going to happen. I just don't know what, because he's got a program. Because I'm pretty much done with the artwork for his game, so he's got to program that. So it's really up to him if he wants to put that off until he's done programming his game. Because people have been waiting for his game, and I should have already been done with the artwork, but I got too busy with everything. Yeah, like you know, like Lords of Thunder, like that kind of like rock music you would hear in a lot of like games.
Mackenzie Peters says, "Hey Sarah, I would join your team in a heartbeat, but if I could, unfortunately I don't know to go around or draw. I'm more of a dude that likes to keep the team happy and bring everyone to food, you say?
What the hell? What am I supposed to hit? Wow, this is a bullshit boss. Seriously, if I was spending quarters to kill this boss, I would be... Because you can't change, all you gotta do is slash him. Oh, there it goes. Nah! Finally. Past souls used their wicked ambitions to try to conquer the world. They died without thinking their dreams. The past eras in history should not be repeated. People tend to forget this as time passes. They can easily fall into the same trap. We hope this will not lead to the revival of the madman. That was a weird ending.
Michelle says, can't wait to see what comes next for you, Saru. Jeff Allen says, all laundry money spent. Imagine if you go do your laundry and see this game, you play all your laundry money, like, oh crap, I came here to wash my clothes.
For real. Oh, Butch!
Sound. Tate. Audio.
Shimizumu. Who needs clothes when you have games? That's true. You always have running water.
Says, if you can only pick one, would you pick this version or Saru version?
Well, it came out. It was this. It came out on the. It was on the Sega CD actually. So this is a superior. Graphically, this is superior than the Neo-Geo version. But I want to say that the Mega Drive version is more fun. Like I told someone else this after playing this in the arcade. And then playing the Mega CD version, I want to say that the Mega CD version is more fun to play. I feel like it's not impossible to land hits like it is in this version. I feel like the arcade version or the Neo Geo version of Sengoku makes it harder to land hits for some reason, and it doesn't feel that way with the Mega Drive version. I feel like the Mega CD version feels more accessible to me than this version does.
Mark Smith says, fun fact, MTV Music Generator for the PS1 is actually a legit good sequencer and production software. Wait ahead of it.
Oh my god, I wish I could find, it must be in Colorado, but I had a mini disc full of tracks that I put together in MTV Music Generator. I still have my copy of MTV Music Generator, and I wish I had that memory card still, but I don't. I have no idea where that memory card went. But I put together lots of cool shit with MTV Music Generator. I loved it.
Oh, there's a game over there.
Which game?
The MTV Music Generator.
It's probably the PlayStation.
Oh.
I'm guessing. But yeah, I'm pretty sure I still have it. I wonder if that'll work with the Polymega.
Do you think? You want to try?
It might. Yeah, but I don't know where it's at. Oh, I see it.
Let's try it.
Man, this case is cracked all the shit. Oh no, the disc's not in there!
No!
Again! Where could this be? It's probably in a spindle somewhere. It's gonna be in a spindle. Here's MTV Music Generator, but the discs aren't in there. Which means it's in one of these, it's in one of those spindles somewhere. Oh well, fuck it. Y'all talking about Grandia? Well, Sengoku 2 it is. A time for Sengoku, it's the weak becoming the victims of the strong. It began when the monarch got evil that. Jeez, the text goes by so fast. I can't read that quickly. I know. I didn't even. That would have been years ago. Who knows where the hell the disc is for that? Give me 1 second. I'm gonna grab a drink, you guys. I'm thirsty. I need a drink. Spindles in the door. Oh, wait. Unless it's this testy ass disc over here. Skin particles. You know what's sexy? Skin particles. Ooh. Whew. I needed a drink. My throat was dry. Slice. Sever. Attack. Jump. Change. Is that ninja a chick?
Huh?
I'm talking to myself. What was that? Can you charge from this game? look at homeboy with the tube top.
の時代からあなた方の助けを求めてきました。どうか私と共に来てください。歴史を、そして時間を闇の君主の手から取り戻さなくてはなりません。この者たちをお連れください。きっと力になってくれます。
What ninja wears these bright ass colors like that? It's okay. You tried your best. Yeah, Sengoku 2 is better. For sure. But you know, as far as Sengoku 1 goes, I think I like the Mega CD version better. And then Sengoku 3 or Sengoku 2001, wherever the fuck it's called, it doesn't really feel like Sengoku. It plays badass, but it just, they should have just called it like something else. I mean, essentially most beat 'em ups are. Clearly, it's very satisfying.
Good night, Michelle.
Good night, Michelle.
I'm off to bed. Have a great night. Such sick art you showed off tonight.
Thank you.
Thank you, I appreciate you.
Okay, boo. I'm a cat. Hungry?
We got 50 people in here. Smash that like button.
Nice, yes. Yeah.
James Malloy says, well, I'm afraid the Mega CD version is out of my range. I'll have to settle for the Neo-Geo CD versions.
Yeah, Neo-Geo, I paid more. I overpaid for Sengoku 1, I think, on the Neo-Geo CD. I really, if I was patient, I could have gotten it for cheaper. Because I got Sengoku 1 just recently, and it was like $145, but... I don't know one. I have no idea. I don't know shit about the 32X. All I know is Polymega can play it, but
Card 29 cents. I don't know about you guys, but at the end of the level, it looked like the character was standing there.
it looked. Oh, he does. If I. It looked like he was dribbling, but now that I think about it, it looks more like the other thing. Now I can't unsee it. Sketching the threads.
Resting pose is Henderson.
You're it!
We all love it, says Nintendo.
Oh my god. Scary. Hell yeah, cut these soldiers in half.
His voice says, I can see it in his face. Then also says, I like his eyeball helmet.
Yeah, that boss is gnarly. Weird, they face up and down, but they're still attacking. Just left or right. It's just extra decent.
Jim says, well, I have no idea Sengoku for maybe.
Me neither. What's expensive? Oh, yeah, I do have it.
Yeah, how much is it?
I got mine for $40, I think, at MGC, my first MGC.
Is there sword upgrades? Maybe.
Yeah, the little those little orbs that you get. See, like this is a different thing, and they only last a certain amount of time.
It's like $200.
Are you shitting me? That's so crazy. How does that happen?
Markman says, be right back, y'all. I have to pull my laundry. Oh crap, I need to pull my laundry too.
Is it still inside the machine? I was gonna say, well, it's not in the machine because it's all voodoo. Look at how fucking gnarly this place is.
We do our laundry outside. We dry our clothes.
Yeah, we dry our clothes outside.
Because it dries and it's so
When I live in Australia, that's everybody does it that way. Like nobody has. The majority of people, nobody uses dryers. We're like the one country where everybody uses dryers. Like they have them, but they never use them. Everyone always just does their clothes outside. I guess because the weather is conducive for it.
Yeah. Jason says, then again, it could be a couple of people to get it's expensive. But just put a random price because they're easier to do like that.
Yeah, I would check Yahoo Auctions and see. That seems like a lot. No way did the game like quadruple in price in just a few years. I don't know. Maybe. I mean, Metal Slug 2, the first Metal Slug in Neo-Geo CD is not $250. And that's more than doubled in price in a year, so...
Brian C519 says, SaruPro.
Ryan, what's up, man? Welcome. Doggy, you remember Doggy?
Roman's here. Good morning, Saru.
Good morning, Froban.
Good morning. Ryan says, this game is brutal.
Yeah, damn, it cut his head off. Bye, Horsey. Already.
Todd Six says, Kojima must have been inspired by this.
Chap, chap.
Horsey time says, on the game.
Christian's fun. Give me some fucking names.
That part was killer. Don't think I've ever seen Bobby Head.
That was cool. Oh shit, I got supersonic breath. Yeah, that's very cool. I like how in this game you have like two different angles of attack though. It's really cool. It's not just like top, top, top. You have like the overhead strike and like a mid strike. You like have this one and then you have like the downward strike, which is cool.
Nintendo 64 says, good night, guys.
Good night, Nintendo. Thanks for stopping in. Or thanks for being here. Oh yeah.
Mark Smith says, I love the sword fighting.
Welcome back, Mark Smith.
Yeah, it's like way cooler in this one than the first one. That's what I'm saying, like, Sengoku 2001 doesn't feel like Sengoku. And it was done by it was like completely different people, so it's like... It plays good, it just doesn't feel like the first two Sengoku games at all. I'm already... Brenda is now following me on Facebook. I'm assuming.
Change the text.
Oh shit!
To Sengoku 2.
I didn't, because I'm a dumb.
Ando Gamer says this game is slice and dice paradise.
It is. Slice and dice in julienne fries. And a drink. Go Yatsufusa. Oh shit, I parried the fireball? That's dope. Yeah, you can fucking parry the fireball. That's great. Idiot! Oh shit. It's in the go. Hit her right in her big ass nose. Oh look, little Kitsuga has ran away.
Says I didn't realize that would happen when I liked
I didn't either.
That's awesome.
Yeah, maybe should we like, do we have to know what Facebook is? When people call it? I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
Because I don't even know. Subscribers is different, right? Because we're on YouTube, but I don't care. I mean, I do care, but sometimes I get spurts where like a bunch of people follow, and that would get annoying if like you're on a stream and like we keep hearing like, woo! One day I was just sitting here streaming that was open, and it's like, woo! Someone sharing something.
Problem is, does this game have a time travel?
It does. No idea where it is now. Show at the beginning. You can probably just look at the screen.
Yeah, I know, just saying. Whatever.
This is G's in English.
Welcome back to the
Welcome. Welcome. Oi. Yeah, this one's way more fun. That's so funny because this one's cheaper too. Like online, you can find this for pretty cheap. Well, relatively comparatively, not cheap. Pretty much everything I'm missing on Neo-Geo CD right now is like super expensive.
Everything was super expensive. Yeah. Oh my god, look at the scary Budapest turning into orange. It's like the Kamakura Buddha. Ooh, down the creepy ass already.
I don't give a remember, don't kill the tourists.
Kill them all. Get out of here. What kind of freaky shit is this guy doing? Cut them all in half! No! Yeah, it's in there. Freaking war.
game is
Yeah, that's cool. Balls.
CJ Conte says this game seems very Neo.
This game is bad. Give me a ball. No, let's keep it on this side. Man, I was trying to guard, but fuck me.
Funny how Tsurumaru was that was the same voice actor that I showed Alucard says this game is awesome. Check it out and see if it's on me.
Yeah, you can play it on main. You can main. You can maim if you want to. Final battle, that's a demon battle. Oh shit.
So seeing as this as a game
Samurai who? Sengoku who? No shit. These things. Oh shit, I should just die. These Taiyaki have feet. Oh, I guess the ninja was in there. He was like, oh! I would watch Samurai Doctor Who as well. It'd be an awesome premise. Oh man, every time I burp, I taste bacon. Yeah, I had a whole bag of bacon. Yeah,
Single man. Somebody give me a goddamn orb. Like, all these things died. And I see that freaking orb. I only got one thing in life. Make it count. Make it count, Tango guy. Here's some of these more.
There's more. Can everyone hear Jesse fine?
He's not talking.
I'm pretty far from the mic. It's like that. Well, my phone's dying.
Do it again.
It is real scary.
You know, there's a battery right next to you.
Huh?
There's a battery right next to you.
80s rules here. And Sega Saturn. Marksman says I can hear him in the background. Oh, that's me.
Yeah, you can put it there.
I got the battery. What's the last stage?
Yes, but well, yeah. Boom. You deal so much damage. I just fucking annoying. Stop coming. I'm just listening on my phone speaker. Jesse's voice is a little low.
Dude, what's that? It's already 10:30.
300? You can go grab.
No. Okay.
Jesse's hungry. He's gonna grab himself something. He's annoying shit, dude. Look at I'm a dog. Oh shit. That's animal cruelty. Can you hear me okay? Chop, chop. Oh, it's okay. No, I'm trying to activate something. Just cut him. Give it up right now. Put it up right now. The game could be over right here, right now. Oh shit, look at this kid. This way, please, kid. Spare my life. It's good to keep distance. Okay, I just wanted to make sure. Thank you, dude. Is that all of it? Yep, that was it. I won. I won!
I made it to the end.
You made it with a hot pocket.
戦士たちよ
Hot pocket! What do you get, pig? Hot pocket! Here's your hot
さあ元の世界
pocket. What?
It's got a recycled one.
Hot pocket. The Sovereign of Darkness tried to change history. His attempt ended in failure. Oh, fuck. Remember, there is always evil when goodness exists. So just kill all good people, too.
Sweet. Rugrats next.
Producer, Yanbaru. Director, Sick of programmer, Shin-Chan Ass. Mucky Fucky, Fuji Chicken. W. War
Oisushio Tatenorio. Same.
Jin-chan says
Official
that the
thanks to
boss
Tom.
designs are dope in this game. Brian says Saru-kun defeated the evil empire all by himself. Jeff Alice says he did it. Alucard says a big face with the dragon for a tongue. Pretty cool ball. King Saru. 2. Undergamer says, woo, you're a winner. Boss win. Bye-bye.
What? A winner is you.
Bye, Missy. Yes.
Man, that was a way cooler game than the first one. That was super cool.
That was super cool. Alright, and that does it for tonight's stream, y'all. Super-de wiener, says Jin-chan. Jesse is still good now, too, says Super Boo.
Some slowing.
Trying to change time so the doctor went back in time to slice some dudes and save the world. Something like that. I did not bloody know. Onto Rugrats, says Jeff Allison. Gotta go to bed, says Alucard. Good night, Alucard. Thanks for stopping in. We're actually gonna end it here as well. So, we will be back Friday! All the way till Friday. We will be back Friday for PC Engine Fridays, you guys.
We'll probably have a new setup.
Yeah, so in the next couple days, we're taking down all of this shelving for new shelving. So we're going to be busy in the next couple of days trying to get... Because I've officially run out of room for all of my Neo-Geo CD games. They have no more room on the shelf. See how they're like stacked up on top of each other? And I can't have that because that's like my second favorite collection is Neo-Geo CD stuff. So I need a proper home. That's this Hot Pocket. I can smell it. It smells like meat.
Smell like hot wine.
It smells like meat pocket. Let me smell your meat pocket. Oh, that sounds wrong. Good night, everybody. Yeah, so this Wednesday and Thursday we're gonna be redoing my shelves because it's kind of a mess, you know. Like it's like all these different shelves. So we just got one like big center shelf to put everything in. So we're gonna be messing with that. But anyhow, thanks everybody for stopping in tonight, and I will see you all next time. Come back here on Friday. That's Jesse Handy saying bye-bye. Make sure to come back on Friday. Tim Houston says butt pocket. Stuff your butt pocket with meat. Anyways, thanks everybody for stopping in, and I will see you all next time. Bye-bye.
Congrats.